welcome back. In the previous video, we learned the basics of C++ from data types to operators, also solved some quizzes. And today we are taking the next big step, learning how to make decisions in our code using conditional statements. Now let's talk about what are conditional statements. In real life, we make decisions every day. Like if it's raining, you should bring your umbrella, right? If you are hungry, eat food. In our daily life, we are making day-to-day decisions. Similarly, in programming, we do the same thing using conditional statements to control the flow of program. So we can say conditional statements equals to used to make decisions based on conditions. So conditional statements are used to make decisions based on conditions. In C++, there are different types of conditional statements. There is a if statements, there is a if else statement, if else ladder statement, nested if statement, and switch statement. Let's code all the conditional statement one by one. Let's first create our file statements dot cpp. What we have to first write it, hashtag include, which is our header file. Then after that we are going to write user space today, then our main function, and let's declare a variable which is equals to 80. If you want to check if that person is eligible for giving a vote, what we can use the if statement. If is greater than equals to 18. What I have written here, if that person is 18 and greater than 80, that means C++ program will execute this block and will return eligible, right? Then 100. So let's run our code. We have a age here 18, so I will run it code. You can see C++ printing eligible. If I write here 70, this code won't print anything. Now we can see for the age greater than and equals to 18, it is printing eligible. But what I want, I want to print not eligible. Means I want to create two conditions where a person eligible and a person is not eligible. So what I can write is else. So what it will do, if our condition become false, then the program will execute our else condition, which is not eligible. Now if I run a code, I will write any number. Let's say write a 1, it will print not eligible. If I write 19, it is eligible. So that's how we write only if statement where we want to make a condition true. And if we want to write two conditions where it can be true or it can be false, so we can use if else conditions. Right now, what I want, let's say I want to multiple conditions, more than two conditions. In that case, what I am going to use, I'm going to use ladder conditional statement. What will I be writing? Let's say if, okay, let's say for a age of less than equals to 12, if a person having is less than 12, we can say 8. Okay, then if a person having is greater than 12, you can see I write a greater than 12. I already include 12 previous condition, so I can't include 12 again here because we already considering 12 right here. Means let's say 0 to 12 we are considering here. So for here we have to consider from 13 to 18. I want to write another condition, so I can use another operator, and then age less than 18. I can write here you are not sure in. Let's say if I want to write another condition, what I will do, I will come here at this curly brackets and I will write else if e is greater than. Now I can write equals to, because in previous I'll write till 17 because it's less than. It does not include 18. If we want to include that number, we have to use equal sign. Let's else if age equals to 18 and age 30. Here you are, let's see, you are eligible, and I can write another condition else here equals to you are too old. These are the condition I have written. If a person having age less than equals to 12, C++ will execute this block. If a person having age from 12, not from it's a greater sign. So from 13 to 17. Here, if a person having is greater than 18, here you can see there is a equal sign. Then 18 will be included till 32. C++ will execute this block. If our age doesn't meet any of these criteria, then by default our C++ will execute this blocks. Okay, this will start from 13 to infinity. So let's first take age of 13. C++ will execute UR2 mature because it's between 12 to 18. So we can say 13 to 17. If we write the 1, we are a kid. If I write let's say 100, we are 2 odd. So we can control our flow of program using conditional statements, right? You can see we can if we use another if condition where we can say is greater than 0. Okay, if is greater than 0, then run these if else you can invalid age. So what I am doing here, we are checking age is correct or not, because age 0 is not a valid or less than 0 is not a valid. So age number should be greater than 0, means it will start 1 to any number. So I can say C++ first check the condition. If a is greater than 0, then it will execute this block. Else, if a is less than 0 or equals to 0, C++ execute this block, which is invalid is. What is a is equals to 0? Run. Okay, there is some mistake. This will be in a comment. You can write random characters in between the program. You should include in a comment, which is double forward slash. It is also called single line comment. Now let's run it again. You can say invalid is. That means our age is 0. So C++ executed this block. If I write it 1, then what C++ will execute? You can see you are a kid. First C++ checked this, then it goes inside and it start checking it here. We checked here, we checked is less than equals to 12, then we printed here, then we stop the program. So this kind of if else statement is a nested statement, because we are writing if else condition inside another if. What we are doing? First writing if, then in that if we are writing if else again. So this is a nested statements. Let's look at switch statement. Here I declared a day variable assignment 2, right? So it will goes here in the switch statement. Then after that, we will start checking here. First, it will check in case 1. You can see here is a 2, here is a 1. So it won't execute it. Then it will start checking 2. Then it matches that number 2. So it will execute this block. Then after printing cout Tuesday, there is another statement which is break statement. That means our code is successfully executed. So break it from here. You don't have to go ahead. Okay. If I don't if I don't write break here, let's say if I don't write a break here and I run it here, what it will do? It will print Monday as well as Tuesday as well as invalid key. C++ program first checked case 1 is true. After printing it, it also prints all of the cases below it. So we don't want it, so we write it break here, right? If I try to run it, it will print Monday only, because after Monday it break our code. If you write a number or like 3, it matches here, no, it matches here, no, then by default it will run default. Then what will it print? So you can add one more case here, case 3, which will be Wednesday, and after that you can break it. So if you write a 3, it will print a Wednesday. So these are our conditional statements. Let's look at one more real life example. Let's say string password. I declared a variable password. Okay, then I'm printing enter password. Then Whenever I have to take an input, I will we write in scene, then variable name in which we are taking this variable I have declared. Okay. Now what I have to do is I have to take input in that variable. So what I will doing scene password, right? Then input password. Okay. Now if password equals to 1 2 3 4 5, we can say access granted, else access denied. So what will be happening here? You declared a variable string passwords, then you are printing a string which is saying enter password. Okay. So here you are giving a password. Now we run a if else condition where the password which user inputted equals to 1 2 3 4 5, the password which is in the system. If it matches, then our code will execute this block. If it doesn't match, our code will execute this block. So let's run this code now. We can run. We can see here written is enter password. So we got 1 2 3 and enter access denied. Our password is not matching with 1 2 3 4 5. So I will run again and 1 2 3 4 5 access granted because there is a one thing you have to look out. You can see here I used double equal sign. So symbol equal is for assignment and double is for comparison. So whenever you are writing a program, make sure you remember that single equal sign is used for assignment. So whenever we are assigning data to a variable, then use a single. If you want to compare two variable or any two data, then we use equal sign like that. In that question, what we are doing, we are matching the password which is already in the system and the password which was given by the user as a input. Okay, that's it from my side. Thank you again for watching this lecture. Have a good day.